movement about the statement that you took out to say women sleep their way to the top.
No, we're saying to the mayor that that is a very wrong and unfortunate statement for him to make, because the women that are working in the city of Johannesburg are professionals. I know that I said we did an interview of almost 90% of them. They are highly qualified, they are very professional, they are committed to their work. So there is no one that I know that actually slept through, for them to get their position. So we want the mayor to actually apologize to the thousands of women that are working in the city. Moreover, professional women who are mothers, sisters and wives to their own husbands, that as a leader is supposed to unify us and not insult us and create an impression that we are not qualified to do the job that women are doing in the city. So we are saying we are professionals, we didn't sleep our way through, and as women we are very much capable of being leaders. I guess most of us are better leaders than it. So again, this is about us being professionals. So we must conduct ourselves in that professional manner, that tomorrow we are not blamed for anything wrong. We are just driving a message home that we don't sleep around. We study, we get qualified, we go to interviews, we are appointed. That is the message. So we must be respected. That's what we want from Mashaba, nothing else. He must respect us, and he must respect the administration of Comrade Pikes, because it worked in a very diligent and disciplined way for us to be where we are. So that is the message that we're giving him. Well, he must do his work and stop focusing on what Pikes and the administration did. He must go pambil and deliver services and not look for skeleton filling or radio. So that is why we are here. So Nagir comrades, everything Osmani Chinese, then she must lead us, guide us, then lead.
But I think the reason why we are here today is because we felt that Mashaba's statement that women were employed because they had boyfriends in the city is an insult to educated women in the city. The women that have taken the city forward. And Tid and I, Bonongeba, we were in the mayoral committee, and we interviewed those women. We saw their qualifications. We were never told to appoint those people based on the so-called relationship they had with boyfriends in the city. So it's also undermining our intelligence and our integrity. So we are demanding for Mashaba to retract that statement and to publicly apologize, because comrades, women's rights are human rights. In fact, we should have also taken our grievance to the Human Rights Commission, because according to our constitution and the ANC's constitution, women ought to be respected. A man that insults women could as well insult his mother, his daughter, his sister, and his wife. So we want Mashaba to refrain from treating women with disdain. He must respect us, because we respect men, and there are men here today that show that they are not in favor of women being respected by anybody. So if anybody that is a man disrespects women, they are going to be met with the wrath of women. We are going to show those people that we cannot take, we won't condone what they are doing to our women. Mashaba must move on. We have given him programs. He's giving people houses that we've built. He must do what he's supposed to do and stop sniffing around like a wizard sniffing for So comrades, the Metropolis official is going to lead us to the piazza, where we are going to give a memorandum to either Mashaba or his representative. And thereafter we are going to the Cornhill precinct to hand over the memorandum to the Commission for Gender Equality. So thank you, comrades, but lastly we must say, Watinta Bafazi! Watinti Bogoto! Watinta Bafazi! Watinti Bogoto! Watinti Bogoto! Watinta Bafazi! Watinti Bogoto! Watinta Bafazi! Masapa! Uzomuva! Let's move.
that women sleep their way to the top.
No, the mayor insinuated that our senior women officials were appointed because of the girlfriends. He said gone are the days when boyfriends appointed their girlfriends to positions in the institution. So we are saying that's an insinuation that those women that we appointed based on their qualifications and expertise slept their way up. And that we are stopping Mashaba to cease uttering statements that treat women with disdain. The Constitution of South Africa doesn't allow that to happen to anybody. The ANC as an organization respect women. That's why we had the 50-50 parity in the organization. The Employment Equity Act allows us to employ women based on their skill, based on their qualification, based on their expertise. Mashaba has not only insulted women that have been employed by the seat of Joburg, but he's insulted women that used to serve in the Mayoral Committee, because every decision that was taken based on the decision of the Mayoral Committee, and we were part of the decision.
To ask you and the commission to look at the memorandum, because we feel as professional women that we cannot be demeaned by the mayor of Johannesburg. When he said that women that are working in the city, their time of being girlfriends employed in the city is over. I was an MMC. 90% of the women that are serving in the city, I interviewed them. They are professional women. They have MBAs. They have engineering certificates. They are committed people that wanted to serve the residents of Johannesburg. Osmali was also an MMC. She equally had her own panel where she interviewed women. So we feel that as women that worked in the city, we cannot sit back. And the speaker, Comrade Konu was the speaker of consent. We can't sit back when Mashaba says women slept their way to their positions. Because at least they didn't sleep with me. They didn't, because I said in the interview, we had three interviews for us to appoint women at the end of the day. So we have women who are professionals, women who are mothers. This thing was broadcast in the paper. My thought is, what does one of the women's sons say when the boss says the mother slept with somebody? So he's demeaned women, and it's not just about the officials in the city. It's also about us as women who are living in Joburg. It's about us as women who participated in the daily lives of residents of Johannesburg. So we are here, yes, as sisters. We are here to say, can the commission work with us and work for us in ensuring that Mashaba accounts for his disrespect for women? Because we are women, we return when it's bad, it's us who run around. When it's bad, it's those women who don't sleep, who make sure that the residents of Joburg have water, electricity, and everything else that we are supposed to be having. So Osman will hand over the memorandum. We are going to ask you to sign. There are 2 copies.
Before I hand over the memorandum, don't make Mr. Shows it. Yes. I just want to indicate to the Gender Commission that when you look on the walls of this prison here, you'll see my picture. I was incarcerated here, and I'm saying today, my incarceration was not in vain, because when I look at educated young women like Bolo Yiso and others who are professionals today, we have Bo Pili here that are accountants that have done economics. We have a lot of women, and each time I see professional, highly educated young women, I say my incarceration was not in vain. I may not have achieved what they have achieved, but I'm proud to stand here today. My incarceration was not in vain. So Mashaba should not undo what we have suffered for. We knew when we were activists what we wanted. We wanted our young people to be educated, and he can't come today and insult us like this. He's insulted his own mother. He's insulted his own sister. He's insulted every woman. And if he continues treating women with disdain, then he's going to see the wrath of women. GCE, please, before it becomes very, very bad for the Dom Mashaba, intervene.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
That I'm marching against sexism in the Johannesburg municipality. I am joined by the spokesperson for the march, which is SexismMustFall, as well as the chairperson for gender equality in South Africa. I'm going to start with Ms. Loyi. So can you kindly share with us, we saw you submitting a memorandum at the mayor's office, and now we are here at the Gender Commission. What is happening?
Formally lodging our complaints against statements that were made by Mayor Mashaba when he ascended into leadership, making insinuations that women who are leading and working in the city slept their way through as girlfriends. Therefore, they were not employed based on their merit. They were not employed because they deserved to be employed in the city of Johannesburg.
What exactly are you demanding from the municipality as you submitted the memorandum?
First of all, we are demanding an apology as well as a retraction publicly. And thirdly, we want to know what are the plans that the executive mayor has in the city to ensure that women are empowered and we reach a point where gender equality is at its maximum in the city of Johannesburg.
Well, thank you so much, Ms. Loyi. So now I'm going to talk to the chairperson of gender equality in South Africa. So we saw you are receiving a memorandum from the ladies. What is your take? What's going to happen next from now on?
Thank you very much, and I must also applaud the South African women for taking such matters to the Commission for Gender Equality. From us, we have a complaints procedure that we follow as a commission. We have received a memorandum. As we speak now, they are filling in the forms, the complaints and manual forms, so that at least that is going to legitimize the memorandum as well as the complaint. And from there onwards, we are going to allocate this to an investigator who is going to actually investigate and get more information. And when we investigate, then we are going to actually issue a report in relation to this. And I'm not sure what the report is going to look like because we've not even started doing the investigation.
Do you perhaps have a time frame for such inquiries?
I could, the time frame I could not put it, but if parties are really cooperating with us, I don't think that we could finish this before the end of the year. I don't think it's going to take that long for us to actually finalize this investigation, because I think it will be handled from the head office, and we're going to allocate someone from the head office, and we are going to actually be able to finalize this as soon as we can think.
Thank you so much, sir. Well, there was the chairperson for gender equality in South Africa. I was also joined by the spokesperson